Shines all through me, shudder away. Echo me, echo me. Am I alone or is the river alive? 'Cause it echoes me, echoes me, echoes me. I'm waiting, waiting for the night boat. I'm waiting, waiting for the night boat. you worry, it's okay. And maybe I can help you find your way tonight. I think you will agree. Summer reasons run away. I thank you, nature, so white, don't lie. You never felt like closer behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Straddle the line, discord and rhyme, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, juice is like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Stalk through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side. High blood drumming on your skin, it's so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground, wanna get off, but they won't slow down the roundabout. I sold the red wine, TV set, don't wanna be around when this gets out. So why don't you use it? Try not to bruise it. Buy time, don't lose it. Why, yeah, 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 yeah. What, why, yeah, yeah. Why, yeah, 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 yeah. What, why, yeah, yeah. Why, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you use it. To reflex is an only child who's waiting in the cold. To reflex is in charge of finding treasure in the dark. To watching overlapping clover, isn't that bizarre? Every real thing her reflex does is an answer with a question mark. Flex, flex. So why, yeah, 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 don't you use it? Try not to bruise it. Buy time, don't lose it. To reflex is a lonely child who's waiting by the pole. To reflex is in charge of finding treasure in the dark. And watching overlapping clover, isn't that bizarre? Every little thing the reflex does leaves me answered with a question mark. The reflex, what a game, is hiding all the cards. The reflex is in charge of finding.
Shake up the picture, the razor mixture with your dance on the even time. You got me coming up with answers, all of which I deny. I said it again, but could I please rephrase it? Maybe I can catch your eye. I couldn't really put it much plainer, but I'll wait till you decide. Send me a warning siren, as if I could ever hide. Last time, la la la, I blossoming fire on a stranger's smile. Right away, oh, how the sky is so easily cracked. So your heart turns faith is all it's done to black. Face on the shoulder, like the clouds in the afterglow. They gather when the storm face to face in secret places, feel the chill. Nightfall covers me, but you know the plans I'm making stay overseas. Could it be the whole of opening wide? A sacred wine, a mystery gaping inside. The weekend's wine until we dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire to fatal sounds of broken dreams. Dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. Choice for you is the view to waken between the shades, assassination standing still. First crystal tears fall as snowflakes on your body. First time in years to drench your skin with lover's rosy stain. A chance to find the phoenix for the flame. A chance to die. But can we dance into the fire? That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire to fatal sounds of broken dreams. Dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire when all we see is the view to a kill.
How does it feel when everyone surrounds you? How do you deal? The crowds just make you feel lonely. What do you say when people come and try to pin you down? Acquaintances smile, but there's no understanding how after a while you keep falling off the same mountain. Try to explain it, but nothing really gets them that high. Still way in the morning, love is already here, story to you. It's the habit you forming. This body's desperate for something new. Just a matter of feeling. This moment's madness is sure to pass, and tears will dry as you're leaving. Who knows, you might find something to last. emotions again, saved up for a rainy Monday, but you laugh just the same, 'cause it's been boring on Sunday. Call up your numbers and never let the zeros bring you down. How does it feel? It's time to have it to hold. Whatever you decide, for the moment it's so late. Whenever you slow down to see life is passing by, still in the morning, love is already here, story to you. It's a habit you're forming. His body's desperate for something new, just a matter of feeling. This moment's madness is sure to pass, and tears will dry as you're leaving. Who knows, you might find something to last. You can still wait in the morning. Love is already here, story to you. It's a habit you're forming. This body is desperate for something new. It's just a matter of feeling. This moment's madness is sure to pass, and tears will dry as you're leaving. Who knows, you might find something to last. Matter of feeling. Matter of feeling. We've come to steal the world. Matter of feeling. We've come to steal the world. Matter of feeling. We've come to take the power. Matter of feeling. Walking out of nowhere, and I'll let you in to my imagination. Went for a spin. I've seen you every night, been making out since then, and still I wonder why everybody's saying that I see thin. And I think I know you just a little bit by now, and I think I can show you. You see, baby, I don't wanna fight about it. Send on your rain, then who's to blame? And you'll understand. into this hunger and then watch my heat grow paler than the moonlight. Did you make me eat? And if we run our lives along a one-way street, we'll always wonder why every time it still tastes just as sweet. And I think I know you just a little bit by now. And I think I can show you. You see, baby, I don't wanna fight about it. Send down your rain. Then who's to blame? And you'll understand because it's much too late to change. I will explain. We're too much the same. No, I won't leave because it's just too late, Marlene. You see, baby, I don't wanna fight about it. Send down your rain. Then who's to blame? And you'll understand because it's much too late to change. I will explain. We're too much the same. No, I won't leave because it's just too late, Marlene. Once I thought that I was in control, but that was just another trick of fate playing with my life. There have been some times I was so tied up, and I said to myself, gotta break it all, but didn't really try. Two hearts beating in this place you made. You know nothing changes. My Antarctica. You can make your rhymes and paint your rules in black and white for me to memorize, but never understand. has happened to it all? Crazy summer say, where is the life that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Papers in the roadside tell of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Ooh, here beside the news of holy war and holy me, ours is just a little sorrow talk. And I don't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. anything short of piracy. That's not to say it doesn't please me sometimes. Now this may come as no surprise, but I'm content to compromise until the day you realize that I have been manipulating you. Manipulating you. Night after night I try to prove that I can resist you. Tied up inside addiction, surreal addiction. It's all unrecognized beating of the habit, losing control. Where is it leading to now that I'm the alien? Entering the atmosphere, don't know what is waiting here. Oh no, if there's nothing left a pretty face, overnight sensation, smiling for cameras from all around the world. If I rewind back to yesterday and stop the tape there, no one knew who you were, but now they're at your door. I'm living in a pop trash movie. We start together in every scene. We'll all be famous for just a few minutes, part of a celluloid dream. Watching slow-mo going frame by frame might have blurred my vision. Your life went flashing by. Where did it all go wrong? I'm living in a pop trash movie. We start together in every scene. We'll all be famous for 15 minutes, part of a celluloid dream. I'll wait in the wings for you. I'll read your lines to you. But now the script is final. You know it's time to go, so we'll have to say goodbye. I'm living in a pop trash movie. We start together in every scene. We'll all be famous for those 15 minutes, part of a celluloid dream. We start in every scene, and it's never quite what it seems. I'm living in a pop trash movie. I know we'll make it with that pop trash. Yeah, we'll all be famous for those 15 minutes, part of a celluloid each other there. got to hold on together, 'cause in this life, maybe the sun doesn't shine forever. Could say I'm sorry, but there's no one to blame. down. The news they sell you to put in your mind that all mankind is a failure. But nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. We try not to show how frightened we are. If you let me, I'll protect you however I can. You've got to believe it'll be alright in the end. You've got to believe it'll be alright again. Fighting because we're so close. There are times we punish those who we need the most. And no, we can't wait for a savior. Only got ourselves to blame for this behavior. But nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. We try not to show how frightened we are. It would seem lonely if you were the only star in the night. You've got to believe it'll be alright in the end. You've got to believe it'll be alright again. And nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. So don't let go. Now we've come this far. Hold my hand, please. Understand we're never alone. We've got to believe it'll be alright in the end. Nobody knows. We've got to believe it'll be alright, my friend. So don't let go. And yes, we believe it'll be alright again. So don't let go. Makes my hair stand up on end. Something alien happening. Synchronized but don't comprehend. 'Cause where I stop, that's where you begin. I know the moment I commit. A pleasurizing when I take the hit. And I'm addicted to the state you're in. 'Cause you're getting me out of it. Wasted. There's nothing gonna ace this. And we're gonna go to space, yeah. 'Cause I'm leaving with another look. Grooving out to X-ray specs. Something tells me you're the alien sex. I can't imagine now what comes next. When this astronaut connects. Coming on when I touch your skin. A kind of strange light you emit. I feel your gravity pull me in. it's wasted. There's nothing gonna taste this, and we're gonna go to space here, 'cause I'm leaving with an astronaut. Wasted. There's nothing gonna taste this, and we're gonna go to space here, 'cause I'm leaving with an astronaut. Feed for quantum leap, because space is hot and deep, and we follow giant footprints as we fall in, falling like the twins through Saturn's holy rings. And if they can't hold us, where it's gonna end up, anybody knows? An astronaut, an astronaut, wasted. There's nothing gonna taste this, and we're gonna go to space, yeah, 'cause I'm leaving with an astronaut. Wasted. There's nothing gonna taste this, and we're gonna go to space, yeah, 'cause I'm leaving with an astronaut. An astronaut. An astronaut. An astronaut. An astronaut.
I've been around the world, I've seen a lot of things that make your chicken curl. You squeeze them like boys and tease them like girls, who please them like boys and girls. Plan an exit route, parachute, rubber suit, are you ready for a little swim? There's regular queen size, flip it on the B-side, solid gold. Oh my god, what's this?
I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm stalling. I can't believe my eyes. I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm crawling. I learned to improvise.
Checking out the five-star atmosphere, you want some expertise. If you got treasure, I pay you for the pleasure, it'll bring you to your knees. Silicone romance, what's your name? Fancy pants, got your eye on the employees. Forget about the reeling, talking about the feeling, solid gold. Oh my god, what's this?
I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm stalling. I can't believe my eyes. I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm crawling. I learned to improvise. You want it, you got it. Now what you gonna do with it? You want it, you got it. Now what you gonna do with it?
Now you washed up, beat, smash and grab, no receipt, takes the platinum off your shine. Lazy bed start, la-di-da, petty bourgeois, oh my, would you look at the time? Until we wise up, you know we're gonna line up for pimps and snitches to dip into your riches. If you can't destroy it, might as well enjoy it, solid gold. Oh my god, what's this?
I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm stalling. I can't believe my eyes. I saw the bedroom toys, now I'm crawling. I learned to improvise. just where it's blowing, so fresh from your lips is born the melody, 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 speak to the crowd, but nobody hears. It's not a dream, and you are no prize, and you're not alone, coming from the fear. Gonna take it back, take back the life that you wanna lead. Been under quiet attack, but now it's time for you and me. Gonna take it back. You've got to fight for what you believe. We're gonna make this stand, the finest hour that we see. When did our choice become erased? Where is the violence in this crowd? Now that our voice has been replaced, with a silence that screams out loud. Gonna take it back, take back the life that you ought to lead. Been under quiet attack, but now it's time for you and me. Gonna take it back, you've got to fight for what you believe. We're gonna make this stand, the finest hour that we see.
across the sky. As good a day as any to die. No reservation, madam, no reason to know why. Running late, still at a wheel. Strike the crew, send up the wheels. You spend a life in preparation for this day. Breathing the air is loaded with fame. Check out those weapon systems before you hit the fray. String your pearls, big Dixie gems. Enter the battle of the lenses. Red carpet massacre. Don't want the house of you. Red carpet massacre. There's no paparazzi. Red carpet massacre. It's gonna mess with you. We're in business. You're on the hit list. There's not so many now still standing on their feet. The knives are out and singing so sweet. Engage with sharper minds that cut you when you meet. Ain't the place to mess around when someone wants to take you down.
Maybe you think you're above it, but baby, we know that you love it. Baby, you know where to shove it.
Apply your lipstick for dying in public.
Red carpet massacre. Don't wanna hassle you. Red carpet massacre. There's before I hit the ground, is there time? Could I find someone out there to help me? You see, I'm falling down with people standing round. But before I hit the ground, is there time? Could I find someone out there to help me? I don't know.
Stood on the line. You understand, I've been waiting forever. Come rain, come shine. In the wind, in the snow, in the filthy weather. You got it all worked out. Yeah, but it knocks you out. I'm zooming in. Now she arrives in a flaming crash, like a falling star, heading straight for the dive.
pressure gets too much and you think she's going to burst and shatter like a Christmas bauble. I'll be there when the world is coming down upon her. When she's scared, I'll be there fighting in her corner. She cries when she's alone for all life's little knocks. Everything is supposed to make us tougher, thinking it doesn't really show. But I know how she hurts, and I can better see her suffer. I'll be there when the world is coming down upon her. When she's scared, I'll be there fighting in her corner. I'll be there when the walls are closing to surround her. In the air as she falls, with my arms around her, holding on, I'm looking out for her thin skin, because she's everything, and I don't think she knows. She is such a gentle touch. She's too much for gentle touch. She likes to catch the sun, plays with it like a ball, and never mind whatever keeps it burning. Someday she might just be the one who's going to save us all. If this apocalypse is coming, I'll be there when the world is coming down upon her. When she's scared, I'll be there fighting in her corner. I'll be there when the walls are closing to surround her. In the air as she falls, with my arms around her, holding on, I'm looking out for her thin skin, because she's everything, but I don't think she knows. She is such a gentle touch. I don't think she knows. She's too much for gentle touch. I don't think she knows. She is such a gentle touch. I don't think she knows. She's too much for gentle touch. Now an unexpected peace comes to the day, as the howling din of fighting dies away. When the hanging dust is clearing from the air, You can just make out a lonely figure there. He's the last man standing on the track. He does not look down, he does not look back. He's the last man standing on the track. You can hold him down, you can hold him back. The last man standing on the track. He does not look down, he does not look back. He's the last man standing on the track. You can hold him down, you can hold him back. He is sorry for the wrong that he has done, and he cries out for the anger borne so long. All the cuts and bruises suffered in whose name? Oh, but now is not the time to face his shame. He's the last man standing on the track. He does not look down, he does not look back. He's the last man standing on the track. You can hold him down, you can hold him back. The last man standing on the track. He does not look down, he does not look back. He's the last man standing on the track. You can hold him down, you can hold him back. One of these nights you wait and see. One of these nights you're gonna realize the way of pride comes at a cost, leaving you short on sympathy. Here is the evidence you need to know. You're better off than the rest. Craving attention, more in touch. For the time it's nothing much to show. Keeping it all together seems like forever. One of these days you'll kiss and tell. He's in the mirror, gonna spell it out. Whatever do you know? What do you know? A selfish obsession, a fake suicide. You can't see the truth for the dollars in your eyes. They're fading and that makes you cry, baby, cry. But it ain't gonna kill you now. Can you depend on your champagne? Socialist friends to drop your name in there. 4x4 supernova rise. However great they claim to be, only betrays their insecurity, yeah. See how they fall from those heights. Afraid of dragons in the smoke. Wanna go rehab, but that's a joke. It's getting old, don't tell that one no more. We heard it before. Now welcome to celebrity, doing nothing so famously must wear. And your reputation roll, it must be such a bore. A selfish obsession, a fake suicide. You can't see the truth for the dollars in your eyes. They're fading and that makes you cry, baby, cry. But it ain't gonna kill you now. Cry, baby, cry. Cry, baby, cry.
with the music, let it play. It's alone. You don't need anybody. All you need is now. All you need is now. All you need is now.
pulses running up your thighs. Scratch my surface, digging deep. There's always secrets left to keep. Safe, not sound, who made these rules? Crowd control for enlightened fools. So come on, boy, let's change your pace. Come feel the chill of my embrace. People say you've been around. How about you and me get down? How about you and me get down? Babe, I know you've been around. I'll make your bed. Don't think about what lies ahead. Don't you wanna be misled? Don't you wanna be misled?
Right
another country. The present will never last. The future, it's still tomorrow. Are we living too fast? Searchlight the crowd, I fix on your face. I know it well, but it's a dream I can't place. Something is happening to me. Maybe it's happening to you, 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 you.
Everybody, everywhere, feel it in the air. Oh yeah, it's time to take the pressure off. Everybody, everywhere, step out into the future. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh 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 oh. It's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh 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 oh. It's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off.
We're swimming with the rat race. We're running against the tide. It's everybody's business when there's nowhere to hide. Searchlight the crowd, I'm fixed onto you. There is a way out of this into the blue. Something is happening to me. Maybe it's happening to you, 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 you.
Everybody, everywhere, feel it in the air. Oh yeah, it's time to take the pressure off. Everybody, everywhere, step out into the future. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh 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 oh. It's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh 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 oh. It's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off. I'm lost, don't wanna be found. I'm not gonna be down. Outside looking in on myself, just me. I couldn't be anyone else. Is it bad we feeling this good? Are we all misunderstood? It's fine going out of my mind, going out of my mind, going out of my mind. Everybody, everywhere, feel it in the air. Oh yeah, it's time to take the pressure off. Everybody, everywhere, step out into the future. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh 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 oh. It's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. I am your doctor. You may be experiencing feelings of confusion. Don't be afraid. I've seen these symptoms before. 10, 20 new cases each week. We call this condition danceophobia. I'm going to keep you in for observation. I may have to work on you throughout the night. We have to trust each other. And together, I think we can beat this thing before the music ends.
I know what it is coming over ya. You don't dance, danceophobia. I know what it is coming over ya. You don't dance, no, you don't dance. I know what it is coming over ya. You don't dance, danceophobia. I know what it is coming over ya. You don't dance, no, you don't dance.
By the look on your face, you've been awake all night. It started raining in the early light. You fool in the mirror, but you don't fool me. Adrift in your own sympathy.
Heads down, falling apart. Don't stay too long in the dark. Alone, deep in the dark of your emotions. Let go the love that you stole. Let go, you got to let go. To get back in control of your emotions.
You could make it through tomorrow.
Set free your butterfly.
And when you rise above the sorrow,
You'll be a butterfly.
now you're drunk in the dream of your life as dirt. It might last forever.